I mean, this is a showcasing map. Next map, there are some of the greatest S&D players that are out of the two lineups. You know, amazing S&D players. First map, Infused are going to be on a high. It's always winning first map. You know, I've countlessly said it's so good for your momentum. TEC will be down on a bit of a low, and you can see Bissell's face there. You know, he's not too happy, but he really wants that win against his old team. You know, he's probably a bit disappointed about losing out there. They did put up a really valiant fight.
It was. I mean, Infused really standing out on top there for Infused. Had a huge backing from Tommy, and it was Hajian really realised that made a difference for TEC. It was a little bit too late, and not really holding that hard point really cost them that match.
No, I mean, looking at that scoreboard there, you can see Tommy on near 6,000 points. He played really fantastically well, and you've got Jake pulling out the OBJ, capping that, getting those hill times, and Vintage and Josh covering.
Going into this next round, as TEC on the losing side, they've really got to look at it as a more of a defensive way rather than being attacking. Like you said, these guys, if they aggressively attack, then TEC could be in trouble.
Yeah.
Depending on how this comes out, it's going to be really important that TEC take control, look at the rush, and then go from there.
In terms of experience, I reckon Infused will take this next map, just simply because they are some of the greatest S&D players. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're taking nothing away from TEC. They are amazing S&D players. You know, realise he's a true veteran of the game. You know, he plays a lot of GB tournaments. S&D also plays in the Deserto One Day Cups, etc., where you've got S&D dominant ones. And Bissell, he's been around for quite a while, so he's no stranger to S&D.
The big concern, I think, as well, and we saw it in the previous game, is that Vintage with this sniper on this map can be an absolute menace.
I was going to say, I reckon we should definitely start on Vintage with that sniper, just because he is a crowd pleaser. He's got such an amazing sniper shot.
I mean, you see the way that he quick scopes. It's so smooth. The fluid in the reaction is absolutely world class. I mean, I'd be happy. You know, straight away you're going to run through the middle. There's going to be one that comes around and then will move around to the outside. This is where Vintage is going to come into his element.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be that last man. It wouldn't surprise me if we do see Jake and Josh running around, even Tommy. Tommy is going to run around like a headless chicken. Pasco, my old teammate, gave it... You know, the teammates that I've had in the past have been amazing because they give me words of advice. And Pasco, the reason why he's such a good S&D player is because he runs around like a headless chicken. And that's his quote, just run around like a headless chicken. Assume that no one else is playing but you. Check your corners and just run and shoot. And it works. It works constantly. And Tommy does it. Some of the greatest S&D players do it. If you've got that great communication to pinpoint where the opposing player's team is, you can run around and close your eyes, shoot. You're guaranteed to get kills.
And that is what it comes down to. You mentioned the biggest word I think that you have in esports, and it's communication. Yeah. And Infused just seem to have this massive bond.
Yeah, I mean, taken away, you know, they are a pickup team, but he's been replaced by such a fantastic player. Tommy's one of the greatest communicators. You know, I probably some of the audience members are probably getting a bit wound up that we are, you know, bigging them up. But you know, they are great players, and this is a great matchup. Preferably, I would love TEC to put up to you know, to give us a great match. I'd like to
bring them back.
I want them to win this map just simply because it will be such good viewership and it'll be an interesting watch, and you know, it'll be a great win for TEC.
Oh, absolutely. What I'm going to do here, as you said, we're going to run with Vintage.
Yeah.
There it is straight away, the DSR 50.
He's out. He's got the overkill, you know, just in case he needs to use his M8.
He's going to run. Literally, as you run through there, we're going to see a quick one.
Ah, that's unfortunate. I think he just ran out of breath there when he saw that person run past. I believe he did spot Bissell just as he ran out of it.
It was Bissell going for a plant and went down to a 3v3. It was realised it gets a kill and then gets taken out himself. It's Joshy that's actually the main impact that they're going to have here.
Go for the plant.
He's got no reason to.
I mean, this is what I say. He's surrounded, but he's got teammates. It's a bottleneck that Infused are in now. They can only come in from 3 different directions. If you've got smoke, you've got cover. Bissell, just go and plant the bomb.
So this is it. As we see with Infused, he's actually, looking at Josh here, he's actually covering really well. He's got the backup from the actual middle section there. But it's Bissell really needs to push. It's going to be seen straight away. As well as we said, it's Josh that's holding tight.
Yeah, I mean, there's Josh. I think there's someone creeping up in, but he might be aware that someone is in the middle. He's got running out of time, so he needs to get this bomb planted.
22 seconds now left on the clock. Needs to get a kill. He's going to get contact. We see
No,
Josh
bad
takes a
play.
kill, and it's over. He's going to see LXT comes in, gets one kill. He needs to take out the other two. Oh!
No, I think, do you know what, a really good round from Infused, fairly lucky from their viewpoint. I mean, TEC had control of that B-bomb, could have planted it a while ago, but...
Great kill there, though, from LXT. He's not going to get the plant. He doesn't take the round.
A
And
little
it
bit
goes to
too
Infused.
little too late in my eyes. You know, it was a great shot, fair enough, but I mean, I think Infused got really lucky with that round there, because TEC did have control of that B-bomb. He could have gone a plant. I mean, fair enough, Josh was in that middle point, he could have called it out, but that's not to say that means you have to stop planting.
They were very slack on the amount of, to get that bomb down. And I think that was the downfall there. As we said before, it's the rush.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when, you know, when the transition from LAN to online, you play out of your comfort zones, and I can't stress enough, play exactly how you play online.
Jake here picks up the bomb from Infused. Again, they're going to push straight away. And I think you're going to see more of a quicker plant from Infused here.
We haven't seen much of Jake this series. He has been playing really conservative. Great nade there from Jake to use the van to his advantage.
Taking out TEC Hadzi, which actually took out Josh on that left-hand side. I'm going to jump on with Vintage to see. Yeah, he's literally going to cover the laundry. He sees a player there on the left-hand side.
Now,
Now they've got to really push. We're on 55 seconds. It's 3v3. At this point, Infused need to make sure that TEC don't take this round back.
I think Jake's playing this really smart. He's pushed on. He knows there is a player there. Really good. Oh, unfortunately, great play by Elixir. You know, it was a really smart play from Jake there to push and get that last player off, because then it would be, you know, a huge advantage to get that bomb down.
It is LXT and Bish here, Bisharu Bizzle, holding the last two for TEC, and it's Vintage and Tommy that is left. They need to get this plant. Tommy covering the back there with a DSR 50, and you see Infused managing to pick up there from Vintage. Vintage needs to be covered. He's being covered. He is actually in a really difficult situation.
Yeah. He gets out this. Good play by Bissell there. Unfortunately, Vintage was put in a really difficult position, but I mean, Tommy, can he get the
2v1? It's a one-on-one situation. It's LXT versus Tommy.
I think I'm not sure if we will see him. Yeah, there we go. Tommy's just going to go and advance.
There it is. Tommy needs to be careful. There's a great kill, and it's LXT that takes it.
Oh my God! You know what? I actually thought Tommy had that. I mean, it was really smart play for him to push, because Elixir would not expect it. But how? Oh wow!
None at all. He was actually. I really expected Tommy to take that kill as he come around that corner, because he'd already fired a couple of bursts.
He had the advantage. He put bullets into Elixir. Elixir wasn't even looking at him, and he had the advantage of cover. Really great play from Elixir there.
This really could give the boost that TEC needed.
Yeah, I mean, Elixir, if he's on a high, let him be on that high. I mean, Tommy, he'll be a bit upset about that. I mean, claims of bullcrap might be coming in the air, but I mean, it's LAN. It happens. Get used to it.
It is there. Elixir fires a warning shot right across in between the steps of Laundry. I'm really interested. They're going to hold this defense-wise, and it's Bizzle there again. It's very standoffish, trying to plant the bomb again.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it's all about. Is S&D. You know, you see lots of teams constantly just waiting to draw first blood, because then it puts you at an advantage.
Tommy has spotted Hadzi there. He's going to go around. There's a jump shot. Needs to be careful. He's going to come around again. This is where you need a shot, and Tommy takes the kill there. It's 3-on-2, and TEC need to really hold tight and be more, not aggressive, but in a defensive way to make sure they don't lose this round.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be really, really tight. Good smart play there from Tommy, just to drop back and, you know, cover that bomb and look across. I mean, realises in a 1v3 situation here, I don't see them pulling us, I'm afraid.
To be honest, with 23 seconds, unless he pulls something off, which would be an actual mind-blowing, I'm sure you guys would hear it at home on the stream, that it would be immense for TEC. There's one kill. He has 12 seconds. He needs to pull two more.
If you can look on the map here, you've got Tommy. He's played really conservative on the upper side of the map. But it's really smart play from Infused here, because they know that in order for Realize to win this map, he has to plant. And just, you know, sometimes the best way to win a round in S&D, run away, because it's the smartest option to do. Because if you die, then your teammates and a lot of other people are going to be really, really annoyed at you, because you could have won that round simply by running away. Great play by Infused there.
It's playing a technical game.
Yeah.
And that was it. And it's Infused that takes this. It's 2-1 now. Again, TEC coming up to this round. I'm pretty certain you're going to see from Infused here what we saw in the last round. They're going to hold tight. I don't think you're going to see much of a rush. It's Jake again that picks up the bomb. I mean, here is Infused. They've got the advantage. They're 2-1 up. Let's not push it. Let's not make it too much of an issue.
I mean, ideally, Infused would, in an ideal world, now to stay in the captain obvious here. You want to win this map because this next round, because then you're at an advantage of 2 rounds. And I mean, in S&D, well, to be fair, eat my words. We saw it yesterday when Infused versus Enigma. Infused were about to win, and then Enigma were 5-1 up on S&D, and Enigma brought it back, but unfortunately couldn't take the crown. But it was such a great play. I mean, anything can happen in S&D.
Oh, totally agree there. I mean, LXT takes a kill. He's pushing through. He knows there's one of the longest one there. Lovely jump shot out the windows. LXT takes it, and it's I tell you what,
I thought he was going to get that there.
I did.
I'm not quite sure what Josh was doing there. I mean, he was out. They knew that he was up on that in that laundry room, and he just showed a bit too much there. And it was a great play by LXT to get that 2-piece.
I have to say, his vintage there. He has been spotted.
Don't do it.
Don't contest. You need to push in. And there he goes. And it's Hadzi that takes the kill. But it was LXT actually, again, the actual main player for TEC that made a difference. Getting that 3-piece really pushed.
Yeah, I mean, great play by Hadzi there. I mean, he's a new player on the scene. He's pushing it. He's playing really well for TEC. In this series, at least, from what I've seen from him, he's playing absolutely outstanding.
I'm really... when you see a new guy come into a scene, right, it's really important to understand that this is a big stage for them, and Hadzi seems to be absolutely soaking it up.
Yeah, I mean, he's playing really well, and sometimes the best players do perform when the pressure's on. I mean, we've seen countless players that don't play as well. Really good play by Bissell. Now, this is an example of how you should rush S&D. Play. Oh, a great play by Josh and Jake.
Yeah, I was going to say exactly what you're going to say.
I was going to say that was a really good rush and then instantly that means that Infused will be put on the bottleneck. They'll be put on the back foot. They'd have to push in, and if Bissell managed to get that plant off, that would have been really really good play.
It would have been absolutely awesome, and setting up nicely for the defence now. It is 4v2. It's Tommy here on the side of Laundry. He has seen the nade, has no effect whatsoever. Manages to jump back, and it's Joshy that takes out Hadzi, and it's all down to realise we have 43 seconds. It's a little bit longer than we saw last time. Can realise bring this back. Can he take this 3-piece?
It's another 1v3 situation. No, great snipe by Tommy.
Tommy takes it.
It's another 1v3. Unfortunately, that realise has been put into, and against such a strong lineup, I don't think it was going to happen. I'll be interested to see actually the scoreboard and see who's doing what for the team.
I mean, that was a great scope there by Tommy. And as we jump into the next round, I'll bring up the scoreboard for you. I must admit, at the present moment in time, if we have a look and run into it here, it's Infused, Josh and Tommy that seem to be making the difference.
Yeah.
Bizzle he's 1 for 4.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday Bissell didn't have a great S&D. He was 0 for 7, and he's not having a really good S&D game here. But I mean, sometimes where people lack, they excel in others. So I mean, it could just be the fact that he's playing out of his comfort zone, i.e., how we would normally play for Infused. But no doubt, Infused are a really strong team, taking nothing away from them.
I mean, not to leave out Infused, it's actually Vintage as well, as you see there. He's also 1 for 4. It does seem to be Josh that takes it, and we do see a plant there. They're going to defend really well. It's a lovely jump shot. It's Alex again that takes the kill. Absolutely great play. Josh now holding on those poolside stairs. He going to be pushed. It's an A plant that is a big thing here.
Well, I mean, you see teams playing. I mean, the preferred bomb to go plant is B bomb, and if once it's all about the fake. Go for B a couple of times, and you can switch it up and go to A, because sometimes more chances of 9 times out of 10, they won't have it covered as much.
You can actually catch them out. But a great shot there for a round winning kill from Tommy. It's 4-2 in the favour of Infused. If they take this, it will be 2-0 in the best of 5.
Yeah, it'd be really good play from Infused. TEC, I'm not sure how they would fare coming back through the ranks. It's a good game. I would love for TEC to put up more of a fight. I mean, they are playing well. I mean, I think the score is not really.
It's not a reflection.
It's not a reflection of the actual game, because TEC are putting up a pretty good fight.
I mean, you see, realise here, they're trying to go through the middle with the bomb. Is this I'm pretty certain you're going to be stuck in a situation here. Well, you're going to be pincered in, surely.
Surprisingly, teams do use it, because it does take advantage, and it's all about that aggression. If you get push in and take the people that are in the kitchen, you're going to put the opposing team are going to not know what's going to happen because you can go either way.
And exactly as you said that, it was Hadzi that took out Infused Josh, and pushing on that kitchen does seem to be working for him. It's 3 on 4 in the favour of TEC here, and lovely quick bit of wall bang just to clear that kitchen out. Now they really need to decide where they're going to go. I'm guessing they're going to try and push through, make sure no one's in money, and go through kitchens. It's actually a confrontation here. It's 3 versus 2, and it's Jake that is pushing.
They need to go for this A-bomb plant now, just simply because they're running out of time. It's an unfortunate push by TEC. It nearly did pay off, but I think these 2 players that are live here need to stick close together, or at least use the time to their advantage to pick the players off or try and stop them from defusing the bomb. Use the time to your advantage. Don't poke out at the first sight in.
It's, if we actually look now, it's I believe it was Vintage. Yeah, Vintage.
Oh, good play.
Yeah, great play. He did actually get seen, but he rotated around towards the back of it, and no one's actually picked him up.
Jake, really good, nice heads-up play to try and kill. But Hadzi's in a good position. Don't get me wrong. I think if he just waits a couple more seconds, he's actually going to get this. He has got the cover of Jake. Oh, brilliant play by Hadzi. Doesn't matter, what Jake did really well to get the turn on there. But actually, great heads-up play from Hadzi. Again, going back to what I was saying earlier. Use the time to your advantage. Leave it to near enough the last couple of seconds, just because it will be. If you kill that bomb planter, the guy who's covered in this case, Jake, will have nothing to do but to be forced to kill the player because time's run out. They've lost the round already.
I totally agree. So that gives TEC 4-3 now, bringing a round back. This next round is important. As soon as either one of these hit 5, that's when I think you're going to see a start of not of a panic plant, but you're not going to see the confidence they're playing with right now.
It is reaching the end of this map, and some players and some teams will be a bit less inclined to go for the attack just simply because there is a lot of at stake. There's another point on the board for the opposing team, but Jake is really close to his first kill streak. Now, I'm not a fan of the control car on S&T just simply because it's really easy to shoot it, and I think it's a waste of a perk. It's better off having a perk than none. It is right, but I just think it is a slight waste.
I have to say, I did disagree with you on that fact. I actually think if you use it to its advantage, rather than being a madman driver driving at the team, I've always used it as a 5th player. As a scout, you can see it, you can take the calls, and you can call out.
I'm going to have to disagree. I just think it's a waste of poke, because any good top player will be able to see and spot it coming a mile away. And, you see teams a lot of the time, if someone has got that RC car, and you can, it's such an easy way to flank and get that person that's using it. I think, in a way, it is a waste of a perk. But, I saw yesterday, I ate my own words, Tommy did get an RC car on Meltdown, and he did get a kill with it. But, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get one.
It is in its 3 on 1. It's Hadzi left here. It's 5-3 to Infused. And to be fair, as soon as it dropped to that player, TEC really needed to do something special. And Infused just put a block in the way.
No, really good play by heads-up play by Infused. Vintage holding that middle map because the bomb, time was running out. Vintage played really, really conservatively, and he just waited and filtered, almost baited that last player out there. Good play by Vintage and Infused.
Going to run with Infused. It's 5-3 in their favour. Now, taking this round and taking a strong defence, and it is, in all fairness, beneficial to be on the defence in this round to take this second map.
Yeah, it's all or nothing there for TEC, and we're going to see Jake really not showcasing his driving skills here. It's not very good. I'm not sure if he's actually passed his driving test.
I was going to say, the last time I saw driving skills like that was in the middle of Sainsbury's with a trolley. But as that goes into it, it's Vintage. He gets 2 kills. It's 3 on 1, and LXT has the bomb. And then you look at Vintage here. He's going to spot him on the right-hand side.
I personally, I can't see Elixir trying to get out of this one. If he does, then I will eat my own words. He's being pushed there, but he's being baited out by Vintage and Co. It's a really good play by Infused, letting him come to them.
Yeah, exactly. They have to plant. There's no point pushing it, and there's the kill. It's 6-3, and the second map goes to Infused here, best of 5. We're going to head into the big one now.
It seems like I'm looking at those Infused players there. It seemed like they weren't happy about something. I'm not quite sure what. They were baiting him out. I think it maybe have been a call out that didn't go wrong. Tommy, they probably called him out, and then he was somewhere else. It's all about communication. But they won at the end of the day. Great play by Infused, and They are really outplaying TEC, despite what the scoreline says. I do think it's close, but they're coming out on top. Realise that going 3 for 8, Bissell did pick it up a bit there, but I think in certain type plays, some players did outshine others.
It is when you're standing up, when you're sitting on that main stage, right? There is a total different atmosphere, and I think, to be honest with you, Infused just thrive off it.
Yeah.
But when you look at it, TEC have been a strong team. Not take away, it is 2-0 in maps. Okay, third one